Today, California Governor Gavin Newsom announced major new incentives for California residents to take the COVID-19 vaccine, with more than $100 million in rewards planned in the coming weeks, including a $15 million grand prize next month to be split between 10 lucky vaccinated California residents. It's just the latest in a series of incentives offered by states and by businesses to try to spur Americans still on the sidelines to take the vaccine. But why are these kinds of incentives necessary, and are they effective? Bob Woodruff takes a look in this week's Vaccine Watch.
As of this week, more than half of all adults in this country are now fully vaccinated.
This is a major milestone in our country's vaccination efforts.
And while outside the U.S., many countries are clamoring for vaccine doses, here at home, tens of millions of doses nationwide are still in storage, available for states to request. States are still desperate to coax those who have not yet signed up.
I think that there are people who really value vaccinations. They see the benefit of it. They just don't want to take off work. They do need something that's going to make it worth their time.
62% of adults have been administered at least one dose of vaccine, but hesitancy is still common in the U.S. And some say that if they didn't have to get vaccinated, they wouldn't.
I will be getting vaccinated just because I'm a college student. If it wasn't mandated, I don't think I would get vaccinated right now.
So now some states are turning to incentive programs, adding financial or material bonuses for any person that chooses to get vaccinated.
For people who've been on the fence and just not taken the initiative to make it happen, it might, let's see, let's at least try something.
Ohio was the first state to announce a vaccine lottery.
So we just kind of scratched our heads to think, what can we do to increase the uptake?
Its Vax-A-Million contest offered a $1 million prize each week for 5 weeks to vaccinated adults who sign up, and a free ride to state colleges in Ohio to teen winners.
It's really gone better than I could have even ever imagined. A 45% increase in the number of people getting vaccinated.
22-year-old Abigail Baginski winning the first $1 million prize.
It absolutely has not processed yet. I am still digesting it, and I like to say that it feels like this is happening to a different person. I cannot believe it.
Several other states getting in on the lotto fever. Oregon, Washington, and Colorado among them, following Ohio and offering $1 million prizes. Maryland holding $40,000 lotto drawings for 40 days.
Get your shot for a shot to win.
Businesses and sports teams also getting creative to coax Americans to take the shot. The Yankees, Mets, and Braves among teams offering free ticket prizes for shots. United Airlines offering the chance to win free flights for a year. And Krispy Kreme giving out a free glazed donut if you show your vaccine card. Even small incentives seem to be working.
I'm here for multiple reasons. One, I got my vaccine. Two, I enjoy marijuana for me.
And while it may seem unseemly that rewards are needed for taking a potentially life-saving vaccine, experts say there is real science behind these efforts.
We have a group of people who've said under no circumstances will they get vaccinated, but a bigger group that's open to it and hasn't quite gotten comfortable with the idea yet, or is saying they're going to wait and see, or hasn't found a convenient time. We call them the movable middle.
For decades, researchers have been studying the science of human behavior.
We know that lotteries are generally really motivating because that big prize looms large and people get very, very excited about the potential to become a millionaire. And so they overweight the probability that they're likely to win.
Lotteries, cash rewards, free stuff, all these incentives can really work as long as the prize feels worthwhile.
There was some concern based on past research that if we offer really small incentives to people, like a $5 incentive, for instance, it might actually dissuade people from getting a vaccine. So some early research suggests that larger cash rewards don't have that problem.
And experts say an incentive can be more effective than negative reinforcement. A carrot is stronger than a stick.
So if my doctor tells me, Stacy, you must exercise this year, part of me knows that's absolutely true. But when I hear that must, there's some part of me that feels like, hey, you're not the boss.
And while it may seem some Americans are taking easy access to vaccines for granted, social scientists say efforts to coax those still on the sidelines are for the greater good of public health.
If you look at flu rates of vaccination, I think they're around 50% in the US. And so I think that we've vaccinated a lot of the people who are used to being vaccinated with something else. And now we're going to be moving into a population that's just a little harder to win over.
With Ohio's success story, experts say these new incentives could be reaching the movable middle.
So it's going to take perseverance, and it's going to take creativity, and yes, it's going to take donuts.
This is Bob Woodruff, tracking the vaccine.
Our thanks to Bob for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.